You guys have some questions or whatever you guys want to talk about this season, fantasy, pop culture, whatever. And then I'll tell you what I think. Who wants to go first?
I'll jump right in. Let's do this. So yesterday on the show, we had Mike Daniels, and he went as far as praising Joe Burrow by saying he's baby Aaron Rodgers. So here's the statement. Joe Burrow will lead the AFC North QBs in passing yards this season. What do you say, K or no K?
I mean, it's sort of easy to say. I thought it was wild that I was looking at rankings yesterday. Jalen Hurts is ranked higher at quarterback in fantasy. Obviously, the legs help that than a guy like Joe Burrow. I'm not even going to say that the addition of Chase helps Burrow lead the AFC North in passing yards. I think it helps lead this team to the playoffs. I am okaying that statement. Woo. Yeah, I said it. I saw the raised eyebrows from across the table. Listen, there's new playoff. And I'm just going to skip that one altogether. Yeah, all of it. Let's take it all together. I really like Burrow. Both of them. I just doubled down. I said that, and I did what you do a lot. You're like, I'll only say this. I'll say this other thing. They're going to the Super Bowl. Okay. Here's the thing. We have expanded playoffs. 3 teams made it out of this division last year. And I think this Bengals team got better than a lot of people realized. They bolstered their offensive line. They added Trey Hendrickson. I loved seeing that. Former Saint who I liked. Chase is with T. Higgins is a nice thing. And Joe Burrow's going to make this happen. I really think so. We would have laughed if I had said the Jaguars in 2017 were going to make the playoffs and go to a title game. Same thing with the 49ers back in, 2019. This division is an absolute gauntlet. But I do think that we've seen crazier things happen, and I think Burrow leads the Bengals to the playoffs. What do we think? Easy schedule. Think about it. Easy schedule, last place schedule.
Oof, hopefully has his running back, Joe Mixon, who basically missed
wasn't available
last season. They had an option with their number 5 overall pick, which was, do you take Jamar Chase? You take Penei Sewell to try to protect Joe Burrow. They obviously went out and made some investments in the offensive line, bringing in a guy like Riley Reif, who's a veteran who can maybe stabilize things a little bit, develop those younger players. They're still going to throw the ball all over the place, right? I mean, that's going to be the Bengals' identity. They want to be a pass-heavy team, just like Joe Burrow was successful with back at LSU. All right, next up, let's talk.
So you like it? Are you with me, Tom?
I'm very interested in what you had to say there. Okay, let's talk fantasy football.
Let's do it.
Last year, there was a lot of hype surrounding Chiefs running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He might not have been a bust, but he definitely didn't live up to the expectations that fantasy owners had, who for some reason took him number 1 when they hadn't even seen the preseason game.
That was tough.
Here's the statement. Clyde Edwards-Helaire will be a top 10 running back in PPR leagues this season. That's points per reception leagues. K or no K?
Crazy how much depth there is at running back this year in fantasy football. I was looking over at NFL.com at the rankings, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire is ranked 22nd among running backs. That is crazy value. Of course, he can be a top 10 guy. It's an absolute dominant offense. They're going to put up points. He only had 5 touchdowns. I'm going to go okay. I am okay with this choice. 5 touchdowns was disappointing. I think he builds on that. Couple pieces left from the passing offense. I think he'll pick up right where he should have left off. He's involved in the passing game as well. And let's remember, we didn't have those great numbers. They add Le'Veon Bell. They do that. There's no Le'Veon Bell there. There's nobody on the depth chart that's going to threaten him for carries, for receptions, for just touches in general. So he's the only show in town, and the Chiefs live in the red zone. No way is he not pushing for the top 10 spot in fantasy football this year.
I like it. Last year, he was a big deal on this table. We hyped him a lot.
Well, Peter's always a year ahead. Like, he's always, seriously, always on it way early. So I think this is the year it pays off. Pay attention.
I'm drafting Najee Harris number 1 at my
Are you?
He's this year's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. All right, so this is fun. Jennifer Lopez has her birthday this weekend. You're not usually supposed to say a woman's age, but since she looks so good for her age, we'll say she's 52, which is crazy. We know, Adams, you haven't seen many motion pictures.
No.
Okay?
Not much.
However, okay or no K that you can name at least 5 films of Jennifer Lopez that you have actually seen from start to finish.
So this is like... I've not seen all the normal movies everyone's seen, but I've definitely seen J-Lo movies.
Let's prove it.
What's the one where
5.
she, Jane Fonda, she likes to get smacked by Jane Fonda.
Monster-in-Law.
Monster-in-Law is 1. Anaconda. I saw that movie. That name was crazy. I have seen the one where Matthew McConaughey, she almost gets hit by something on a street with Matthew McConaughey.
Made in Manhattan.
Made in Manhattan. I've seen they eat M&Ms at the cemetery watching a movie. What else? Help me out, somebody. She's in.
Come on.
Hold
There's
on.
one where she sings, and she's a famous Tejano music recording artist.
Selena.
Selena.
What's
Okay, have you
another
seen
one?
Selena, though?
No. But that's what she's in that one.
George
I've not
Clooney?
seen
There's one with
Selena.
George
That's the best one she's ever done.
Really?
Talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Which one is that?
All right, so imagine
One
George
Fine
Clooney's
Day?
in the bath, and J-Lo walks in, and she gets in the bath. And
Talk about it.
It's called Out of Sight, and that's her finest.
Made in Manhattan.
Yeah, we said
I've
that
seen
one.
that. No.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you said you hit in the car.
Made in Manhattan.
Yeah, you said
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, you can't just say it again. It doesn't count as 5. I think we're at 3 and 4.
Out of sight.
The Cell.
They're giving me an okay.
How about Enough? You ever seen the movie Enough?
She like beats somebody
Yeah.
up. No, I've never
I had
seen
enough
it.
of this segment.
What do you mean? We got the J-Lo hand wraps. and
I thought they asked me, they're like, do you want to do J-Lo movies or Ben Affleck movies? I'm like, surely I've seen more J-Lo movies than Ben Affleck movies, but that's clearly not the case.
They've been in 2 together. You could do Geely or Jersey Girl.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
haven't seen them.
They're terrible.
Have you seen both?
I don't think Affleck has seen them.
You've
No.
seen both Geely and...
No, I've seen neither. No.
Oh, Nate was here telling me it was pretty good.
Oh, yeah, right. Now you're a big fan of
I've seen
Jersey Girl, right?
All right, so draft Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's going to be a great value right now. Of course, if your drafts are coming up, keep that in mind as training camp kicks off. And yeah, Bengals to the playoffs. Crush me, Ravens fans at
That's right.
GMFB. That's okay or no okay. It's comeback season.
What's worse, Bengals to the playoffs